Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leanna and I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US. Why are resellers getting such a bad name? Do we really steal from the poor, and are we the cause of thrift store prices going up? I don't think so. Overall, I don't think so. I'm sure there are a few cases where, yes, resellers are stealing from the poor, those resellers that will go into events put on by churches that give away free clothing to lower income families, and they go in there purposely to take the good stuff out and resell it. I don't think it happens very often though. But why do people think this? Thrift stores sell their items for whatever reason, whether it's for profit, whether it's to fund their programs, or whether they're true charity shops. They're there to sell their items. We buy them. We provide funds for their programs, we provide profit for some, and we provide other things for whatever. We buy their items. That's what they're there for. So technically speaking, no, I don't think we steal from the poor. And honestly, I've never heard this, ever. I've seen it a couple of times online with certain posts and that, but I, on a personal, basis, have never heard that. And I tell people what I do for a living. When people say, hey, what do you do for a living? I say, hey, you know what? I go into thrift stores and estate sales and whatever, and I buy things and I sell them online. This is what I do. I love it. It's so much fun. Now, once somebody said, oh, how can you do that? You're stealing from the poor. Now, thrift stores are no longer just for low-income people. It has become increasingly popular to shop secondhand. It is trendy. It is the thing to do, and it's actually, in my opinion, the right thing to do. I have thrifted probably my whole entire life. I grew up going to the local Sally Ann and going to get clothing because that's what my parents could afford. I used to go to garage sales with my parents because it was fun and this is what we do, and we would get good things for less prices. My parents have been thrifting forever. And, I had a young family. I would thrift because it would save me money. It's something that's ingrained in my brain to buy secondhand. And the world's just caught up with me. That's all it is. And it's very popular, and it's a good thing. It's a great thing for the environment. But there's still so much stuff out there that gets donated. There's a lot of things, a lot of items, so many so much clothing. And really, truly, we're not stealing from the poor. Not at all. If you take advantage of maybe a church program when you don't need it and you use that in order to get inventory to resell, yeah, that might be a little bit like stealing from the poor, so you might want to watch that. But honestly, I don't know anybody that's done that. Now, let's talk about the prices in thrift stores. Yes, there are some stores, Value Village, that their prices are crazy. They are high, and they're not really worth it to source at because they're not a good cost of goods for me to resell. So actually, very seldom do I shop there. If I have a few things that I want to donate and get the 20% coupon here in Ontario, I don't know if it happens everywhere, I will go and do that and be very picky about what I buy there. For me, it's not necessarily the high prices there. That is one, because it's like they're doing what we do, which I'll get to in a second. For me, it's more the higher prices on the items that are garbage, that are shrunken, that are broken, that are stained beyond anything. That's what gets me. With thrift stores and their higher prices, people complain that they get their items for free, and it's not fair that they charge resale market value. And I'm like, no, I think that's okay, actually, because when you donate to a store, you need to be aware of where you're donating. They're going to make a profit on what you're donating. If I have friends and family or neighbors or whoever that know what I do for a living and go through their closet and give me clothes for free and say, do what you want, I just wanted to donate them, whatever, I'm taking those clothes and I'm selling them at market value. Why is that different? As long as consumers know that that store is for profit, what is the difference? There is no difference. Am I jealous that they get like all these donations and they get all the good stuff? Yeah, absolutely. And I wish I could be in the back room taking some of it, but that wouldn't be right either. That's my thought on that. But again, I don't shop there very often because the cost of goods is just too high. I tend to shop at the lower priced stores that fit in my business model. As a business owner, this is going to come out a little harsh. As a business owner, it is my job to find items in inventory at the lowest possible cost of goods I can. It is not the thrift store's job to provide me with that inventory. It's just not. It's not their job to help my business. It is my job to find that inventory at the lowest possible cost I can. This is true throughout any business. If I have a store that sells whatnots and I have a certain supplier of whatnots that I love, that been, we've been going back and forth doing business, for a couple of years, it's been a great relationship. And all of a sudden, my supplier of whatnots increases their prices by 50%. So me, as the store that sells those whatnots, yeah, I'm not going to be happy about that. But I have some choices. I could either change my business model so that I can still afford them and make a profit. I have to find another supplier of whatnots in order to maintain my profit. Or I have to start selling thingamajigs. That is my job. It is not their job to keep me in business. I know that sounds harsh and it's not meant to, but I think sometimes we forget that we're in business. This is a business and you need to treat it as such. It's not fair is not a business vocabulary. Shouldn't be in your vocabulary. It's not fair. Who cares? Life isn't fair, and if these stores want to charge that much for their items, don't shop there. Yes, I am fortunate that I have a lot of choices when it comes to sourcing. I have stores, I have 5 or 6 in town, and in an hour's drive, I probably have about 50 more. I have a lot of choices, and I know that a lot of you out there don't, and I'm not trying to be mean or harsh to you. But if you cannot find the goods at the price that you can make a profit at, then you need to find something different. Whether it's a different item, whether it's hard goods, or whether it's menswear, or a different store, or maybe you have to go further afield, or try buying online. I don't know what the answer is for you, because honestly, I used to be in that situation. We lived in a smaller town. The closest thrift stores were there was two thrift stores 15 to 20 minutes away. And that was it. Next, I had to go 45 minutes. And even then, I might have had 10 stores in total. That's it. And for me, one of the reasons we moved, made the decision that we wanted to do this business. And we moved to a bigger center where we had a lot more opportunities. That was a drastic decision to make, and I'm not expecting anybody to make that. But we're in a different position than maybe a young family would be in, or whatever. So it worked for us, and it's working out amazingly well for us. But we knew we wanted to do this business. And to do that, we needed more choices. We needed more ways to source, and that was our answer to that. So to sit back and think, oh, it's not fair, it's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. But you know what? It's life and it's the way it is. And as a business owner, you got to make those choices. And it's up to you to find your goods at the cost that will give you profit. That's what I have to say about that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, as always, this is just an opinion. It's what's working for me, and you can disagree with me. I what's the word? I absolutely welcome disagreements because you know what? I don't see everything. Sometimes I might forget or go, oh yeah, that's a great point of view. Anyway, let me know down below in the comments if you think that resellers are ruining the world. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. Everybody have a great week. And I'm going to say this the correct way now. I hope that the search and the algorithm, not a logarithm, the algorithm is treating you well. Until next time, bye.